Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to finish up the bodywork on the Blazer and splash some paint on it. Alright, so a body shop blew up over here. Done sanding the first couple rounds using a combination of that guy, which I actually picked up for like $10 with a bunch of tools that were $10. My random orbit, and then just trusty sanding block. So there we go. Couple rounds of Bondo and sanding. I think about really just about 2 or 3 coats. Getting smoother. I've got that area that was a slight dent built up. This has a slight indent to it, and it actually has just a little bit more I need to finish getting out, but it's pretty close. So I'm going to put a little skim coat there. Got to add a little bit more over the top because I've burned through. And then a lot of it is just, I've got a bunch of like pinholes and gouges that I just need to get filled. So got to mix up a little bit more, put another coat on, and keep going. All right, got another coat on, filling in the pinholes there, and then building up just a little bit more right there because I burned through. So yeah, now I gotta let this sit for another half hour or so. I'll probably give it just an hour just to be safe, and then just keep sanding. Just all of the sanding. It never ends. It's very messy. And the key to all this is just patience. If you try to rush it or try to only do it in one layer, you'll probably mess something up and it'll probably look pretty bad. So I know this isn't going to look perfect because I'm not a pro, but this is going to look presentable. And you might be able to see I have actually sort of reconstructed that little body line. I haven't lost anything there because there's a weld seam right there, so it's really easy for that to just go all mushy and disappear. So anyway, just keep taking your time, and that's what I'm going to do. So just keep plugging away. So, got it all sanded down, smoothed off, and cleaned off, masked around the area. So now it's time for our first coat of etching primer. I'm just going to put that around the bare metal and Bondo, and then I'll paint, but then I'll do some filler primer, and then I'll paint the blue on top of the rest of it, because the blue is going to be the same blue that's on there, and it's the Rust-Oleum blue that'll work with stuff. It's the 2-in-1 with some primer, so I don't need to worry too much, but I do want to get some etching primer down on the bare metal. So let's go. Alright, first round of primer is dry. Now it's time to add some filler primer. go. First coat of filler primer down. I'll let it dry and then kind of sand it down a little bit with some superfine grit, probably around like, well, not superfine, but like 400 or so. All right, got the last coat of primer on, sanded it down, so now it's super smooth. So now it's time to add some color. I'm using Rust-Oleum Deep Blue because that's what the rest of the truck is painted in. At some point I am going to paint it with real paint and probably do a lot of this body work over again just to make it perfect. But for now it's getting deep blue because I painted the truck in that a long time ago for the purposes of while I'm doing this sort of body work I can keep it as a driver and then just touch up spots that I hit. So I'm going to keep with that theme and a little more rattle can. Obviously, if you've got a other truck, you can probably find some sort of paint in a rattle can that'll match, or you can mix up some real paint and spray it with a gun. But I'm going to do this. So let's get to it. First coat down, and let that flash off for a little while, and then hit it again. Alright, it's the next day. Paint's all nice and dry, so now we just got to mask it up and paint the white stripe down the side. Alright, got another coat on. It's pretty much dry, so let's peel this off and see what it looks like. It's not perfect, but good enough for me. Just gotta reinstall the taillight and we are good to go. So that's gonna be it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Alright, so now all that's left is to do the other side.